Moving on to tight ends, my boom this week is Robert Tonyan from the Packers. Projected 6 points. Sounds like he chose him too.
I actually did, but I just think it's so funny because you're always like, you're like really like fluctuating on your like for Tonyan.
Yeah, because but then he proved to me something. I normally didn't like him, but he proved to me something. He scored twice in the last 2 games, but more importantly, he's been getting a lot more targets. He has been getting a little close to 5, which is like, as we say, that's like the magic number for tight ends.
5 targets is
You can get 5 targets as a tight end. That's all you can ask for. Even though they suck, that's all you can ask for. But with Lazard back, Devontae doing his thing, I think it opens up things for Tonyan. I feel like Aaron has been trusting him a lot more.
I mean, he did get that deep touchdown throw from Rodgers. And I feel like with Devontae, Lazard, and stuff, defenses can't cover everybody.
Yeah. And they're playing Philly, who aren't the best.
That's true. My boom this week is a guy that we were very fluctuated on, is Jonnu Smith.
That was last week. You chose him as your bus?
I chose him as a bus, and guess how many points he got? A big fat 0.
Dude, he fell off hard, though, since the beginning.
I know. He really did.
He really did.
I remember like week 3, 4, we're like, dude, who's this
He's
guy?
like the best tight end, and then now he's like the worst tight end.
Yeah, I think this week they're playing against the Browns, who, you know, as easy as the matchup they had against the Jags, they actually almost lost. But nonetheless, Cleveland Browns, very exploitable pass defense. You know, AJ Brown is gonna light it up, and we are AJ Brown fans now. We'll never say he's a bust. He's a boom every week at this point.
King Brown. Never go against that boy.
Never go against AJ Brown. But I think Jonnu Smith is going to have a bounce back game. I mean, after 0 points, like I think he had like a couple targets, 0 receptions. It was just not a good game for him. I think this week Tannehill will lean more towards him. Brown will probably get a lot more attention. I mean, Henry's Henry. Henry's always going to get a lot of attention. So yeah, I would roll with Jonnu this week.
For my bust this week, and I don't understand his projected points, it's Jared Cook Jr.
Oh, I know why. This is matchup based.
I know that's the only thing I can think of too. But he's projected 7.5 points. It was like the 3rd highest tight end this week or something in the top 5. But it's probably because he's playing Atlanta. They're the worst defense. But even with that said, the last 3-4 games, if you look at his target share,
he's not good.
It's like 1 target a game. The last 3 games, again, it could change, but I wouldn't trust that.
Honestly, with Hill at QB,
even with Hill at QB,
like that's even less chances.
So I would say stay away from Jared Cook. He's also somebody who, you know, started off well, but just So stay away
for sure. My bust this week, and you might not like it, is Hunter Henry.
I don't care. I give it up on my team.
I mean, they're playing against the Patriots, who are top 5. Pass defense to the tight end, especially. They have locked down tight ends all year around. And so, I mean, even when you watch him, for some reason, Hunter Henry does get the chances, but I don't know, he can't catch the ball, or like, I don't know what it is, but he never capitalizes. I don't think you should rely on him this week, especially if you're like on that borderline, gonna make it or break it kind of deal.
I mean, Patriots probably have the best DBs in the NFL.
So I wouldn't go with Henry. He's my best.
Okay. Moving on to sleeper, and this is, I guess I chose another Colts player, but it's Trey Burton.
Oh,
he's a deep sleeper though. He's projected 6 points. I think he's only in like 20% of leagues, so which is why I chose him. But he's a sneaky player because kind of like what you always say about certain players, like he doesn't only catch the ball, but they like to use him in the run game. Like they do a lot of sweep actions with him. They do this like weird thing, like a wild card, where he's the quarterback.
Wildcat.
What did I just say?
Wildcat.
But yeah, they like to use him in all different kinds of ways, and he for sure he won't get you the yards. The only reason I'm telling you to choose him is because there's always that touchdown potential.
I see.
He won't get you over 50 yards. I guarantee that.
He won't get you over 50 yards.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's only done it like once this season, but he's had multiple TDs.
He is definitely I feel like Rivers likes throwing to him in the end zone.
Yeah.
Red zone, end zone, same thing.
What happened to Mo Alley Cox though? Remember him?
Yeah, he got hurt. I think he's out right now. I mean, he was my
your
guy.
He was your guy. And then
he was my Logan Thomas before Logan Thomas.
Yeah, then it's Logan Thomas.
Yeah, my sleeper this week is Kyle Rudolph.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like
Bro.
reaching in the bag.
Yeah, dude. He hasn't been relevant since like 2 years ago.
I know. I think he's coming. I mean, I'm choosing a lot of these Viking players because I just like their matchup. Jags defense is just one of the worst in the league. I think if Thielen doesn't play again, Rudolph definitely gets a bigger target share. He's definitely a big end zone kind of threat. So if he gets the opportunity, I mean, one touchdown for a tight end is all. You're good there.
You like him over their other tight end though, Irv?
Yeah, I like Rudolph better.
Okay.
Even though, yeah, he hasn't been super relevant since like 2017, but
I know he plays a lot because he's a good player, but they don't use him for like pass catching as often. But
he actually had Kyle Rudolph actually had 8 targets last week. 7 receptions.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I feel like there was a reason. Yeah, he was definitely.
I was like, there's no way you just blindly choose
I was like,
Kyle
there's one more
Rudolph.
thing.
I was like,
I'm
he
like-
hasn't played.
Yeah, he had 8 targets. I mean,
Okay, that's good.
Kyle Rudolph.
There we go.
Cool. All right.